Daedalic Entertainment decided that they would shy away from their normal point-and-click titles.
I hate this place.
To release an adventure stealth puzzle game based off of the most dumb, uninteresting, and unintelligible character in the entire Lord of the Rings franchise.
Gollum!
I don't know if I can put into words how truly awful this experience was, so I'm going to just show you right now. And yes, there are spoilers ahead, not that you really care.
So, once again, what is your name?
From the second I picked up the game, it proved to be a buggy mess of screen stuttering, textures not loading in correctly, as well as cutscenes where characters would just disappear or not show up entirely.
See that shifting wall of mist in the distance, above the last line of trees? We call it the Ring of Haze.
Gandalf the Grey convinced our king to let you linger in his halls, which you are now about to see. Come.
Incredible, fantastic, but that's not even the juiciest part of this game. Let me get into the meat and potatoes. Here we got climbing. And stealth. And climbing. And climbing. And climbing. And climbing. And climbing. And climbing. And some stealth. And then climbing, and then climbing, and then more climbing, and then we're climbing. I've got to say, Gollum is probably the most fit character of the entire Lord of the Rings universe. Considering how much climbing I did right here, he might as well be a gold medalist in the bouldering competitions these days, because holy shit, this man never gets tired. Look at how much climbing we did. It literally took up like 80% of the gameplay was mainly just climbing. The rest was stealth, trailing missions, following missions, and, well, dying. We died so many times, man.
What kind of freak is that?
You worm, again? Why don't you find some place to go die?
Yes, precious.
The premise of the game is that you put your two brain cells together to tell Gandalf of how you were captured by the orcs, doing slave labor and making a bird for yourself. Because you have no friends, you take direct orders from this Nightmare Before Christmas looking villain, the infamous Candleman of the Lord of the Rings franchise. After you escape, you're brought to the present time where you're enslaved by the elves and try to escape with a blind, also malnourished looking character named Mel.
See him. Oh, alas, I am blind.
Down to the river!
Spoilers, we escape, strangle the Candleman as well as many other people along the way, and this dumpster fire ends with my emaciated corpse of a character looking out to the moonlight with my trusty sidekick bird, little one. And we throttle him too. And I'm sitting here kicked back having some joe, and I see on the news that Daedalic Entertainment has completely canned their developing studio. They took their business of 90 people and they shaved off 25 people that are completely unemployed now because of this game. Along with that, they're also scrapping a sequel to this game. I don't know how there would have been any type of sequel, considering it was just a recollection of one of Gollum's stories that wasn't even part of the Tolkien universe. This coming a month after the apology that went out directly after the game's release because it was so terribly received. Now, the game was not great and no one wants to see anyone get fired, but I think that the game just didn't have a great direction or very good management oversight. It's like the game didn't even want you to have fun, and here's an example of that right here.
What's that game, precious? What is it?
Precious? Are we that close already?
It's a game that requires focus, which you are taking away.
Can Smeagol play?
He cannot. The rules are too long and you are too short.
Go eat some ferns and grow 5 inches, then maybe we might reconsider.
This part could have easily been turned into a mini game that could have broadened out a bigger project in the process. We've seen it in The Witcher with the introduction of Gwent, and then along the way you can get new cards during the whole story and journey. You're doing side quests, you find a card here or there, and I mean, look at it now. Gwent is a massive deck builder type game that did decently well when it first released.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
Just little or even big parts were missed during the game's full-on shallow release. It's all bad and I had fallen into a deep depression, and I know why. My last video had tremendous support, and I stated if I reached a certain number of likes on that video that I would play Redfall all over again on the hardest difficulty. If we get 25 likes on this video, I will consider playing on the hardest difficulty of Redfall, which is the Eclipse mode, and torture myself all over again for your guys' entertainment. And so I did. So during this time of recording Gollum, I was also playing Redfall. I literally played the worst 2 games of 2023 at the same time. And I'm not joking. The reason why this video has taken so long to come out is because my brain was fried. I had so much fatigue and I was super unmotivated. Along the way, we did have COVID, but we're not going to really talk about that. But to put it simply, do not waste your money on this game. I paid $60 and now I have depression and I'm looking for a therapist.
Are we truly friends now, like they said? Friends who don't trick one another.
Please. Please let that face not be the last thing I see in this world.
Gollum!